Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time to go through my makeup basket again. I know it's been more than a week. Things happen. My health is not the best, and some days I feel bad, some days I feel great. And it just so happens that while I've been gone, on the days I felt great, other things were happening and kept me from filming. But here I am today. I feel great today, except for my knee. My knee hurts. That's still a little issue. My knee is better. It's getting a lot better, but it's still, I just need to rest it, I guess. I don't know. I've got some things I want to show you before we get started. First, look at these earrings. Can you see these earrings? I purchased these from a subscriber friend. Her name is Gina, and the name of her shop is Lakefront Jewels. I had to look down because I always want to call it Lakefront. No, it is Lakefront. I always want to call it Lakeshore or Lakeside. Lakefront Jewels. And she is on Etsy. She has an Etsy shop. And I purchased these, and she also sent me, she put them in a nice little, in a box with a little baggie. And then let me show you these. I haven't worn these yet. They're still in the little baggie here. Look at these. Look how pretty. I'll bring those closer. Hopefully you can see them. These are really pretty. I like those. And let me get her card out. Now I'm going to put this up so you can scan it if you want. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. And I'll put the front of the card up for her too. That's Gina. She is a subscriber. She watches my videos. We're friends on Facebook. She lives in North Carolina, so she's just up the road from me here. So yeah, and I don't mind supporting her. She makes all this jewelry herself, and I love it. I've got other earrings from her I have purchased in the past, and I know I'll purchase more in the future. So anyway, I purchased these for myself as a treat after I lost 10 pounds. I have been on a diet. I haven't really spoke about it because every time I talk about going on a diet, then something happens and I mess it up and So I am on a diet. I am on an anti-inflammatory. You know, I told you in the past, I think I have like fibromyalgia or maybe even lupus. I have not been tested for lupus. I don't think I have lupus. I might have fibromyalgia. What I have is, I think, you know, my body's inflamed. You know, I just have all the symptoms of feeling bad. So I went on an anti-inflammatory diet. I said, I've had enough. One, I need to lose weight. That'll help my knee. And two, I just want to feel better. So I gave up just cold turkey. I've given up sugar, dairy, gluten, and all processed foods. No sodas. I don't even drink my canned waters anymore. I don't drink the La Croix or any of those. I drink plain old H2O, and I allow myself a glass of green tea, iced tea, every day. Maybe lemonade occasionally, but I've made the lemonade myself with fresh lemons and stevia. That's it. And so I just went cold turkey. I did have a weekend where I felt really sick, and that was the withdrawal, getting all that crap out of my system. So when I lost 10 pounds, I treated myself to some earrings. So then I lost 15 pounds. I treated myself to some lipsticks. I bought these on Amazon. So let me show you. I got, this is because I saw a video with Erin Parsons, and she was going over some old, she used to work for MAC. She used to work at the MAC counter in the 90s. And she was going over some old MAC lipsticks that is no longer available, but you know, ones that she liked. And there was one called Bubbly. So she found a dupe for it, and it was LA Colors. And well, let me grab glasses because I know some of these things I'm not going to be able to read. Let me grab these. Grab these glasses. So this one is called Pixie Dust. So this is pixie dust, and it's just a frosted white. Let's see. Watch everybody do their hand. So let's do the inside of my hand. That's it. That's pixie dust. And the main reason I got it was to mix with other colors. I probably won't wear that by itself. I bought it as a mixer. And then I just got to thinking about Revlon lipsticks. I love Revlon lipsticks. And so I thought, well, I'm going to treat myself to some new Revlon lipsticks. I have quite a few. Mainly mine that I have are ones that were available like in the 40s and the 50s and 60s that are still around. These, I don't know when these were released, if these are newer ones, older ones. These are just ones I went in and I liked. And also on Amazon there was coupons, so I bet this was $1 something. I mean, really cheap. And then all these Revlon lipsticks were $3 and change. I mean, really inexpensive. So this first one is Secret Club. There we go. I just thought that was a pretty shade. Secret Club. It's a pretty pink. Little bit towards coral, a salmon pinky color. So I grabbed that one. I grabbed, can I read you without glasses? Black Cherry. Look at that. And of course it goes on a dark plummy color. Black Cherry. And then last I picked up On the Mauve. I love a good mauve lipstick. Yeah, there we go. So I got those for losing 15 pounds. I treated myself. I don't have a list with what I want when I hit a certain, you know, lose so much, but I just happened to be shopping in Amazon for dog medication. And I thought, well, why not while I'm in here treat myself to something for losing 15 pounds. So there we go. Now the last thing I want to show you is I'm treating myself to losing 20 pounds. So this is something I've wanted. When it first came out, I didn't purchase it. Truthfully, I don't think I really had the extra cash at the time to purchase it. And so I thought, well, it's not limited edition. It'll be available again. And then I saw where they had re-released it, and by the time I got in there, it had sold out again. So I've just been kind of waiting for the right time. And then they put a sale, 20% off everything in store. I don't think the sale's still going on. It's not. The sale's not still going on. I can't remember. It's been over a week ago. But so when I lost 20 pounds, I treated myself to the Nomad, which one is this called? Pacific Northwest palette. And I got it at 20% off. So yeah, let me show you this. I was excited. This palette is beautiful. It's got a cover like the Fuji 5 Legs. It feels like a painting. You can hear all that texture. And then on the inside, it reminds me so much of the Ghost Town palette, but you know, different shades. It is just, it's beautiful, and I cannot wait to play in this palette. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I treated myself for losing 20 pounds. Currently, as of this morning, I'm down 23 pounds. So I don't know what I'm going to treat myself to next. I don't think I'm going to treat myself for 25 pounds. Maybe 25 pounds, and then maybe not every 5 pounds after that. But yeah, I can tell my clothes are getting baggy, and I'm feeling better. So except for my knee, got to get my knee going, but it's happening. The knee feels a lot better. Just not 100%. And it won't be 100% unless I go in there and have something done, which I think is on my agenda. So, anyway, there we go. Now, let's go over what was in my makeup basket. And, you know, I was doing a whole staycation where I was on the Orient Express. And I watched the 2 Orient Express movies. I watched, well, 2 of Murder of the Orient Express. I watched the newer one with Johnny Depp, and I watched one from the 70s, I think 1971 maybe. I didn't really recognize anybody in that, but it was okay. And I also watched the Romance on the Orient Express from, I believe, 1985 with Cheryl Ladd. I'm thinking that was a made-for-TV movie. I'm not sure. It was okay. I watched, I think, at least 4, maybe more documentaries about the Orient Express. And then I watched, I think, 3 or 4 different videos of couples or in a single people taking the Orient Express. I did learn from one couple. They went just one night on the Orient Express. They didn't travel the whole thing. One night for the couple was $9,000. I watched another couple that did the entire length, and their trip was $45,000. Now, these were not like just this year, so I don't know what the cost is now. I'm sure it's higher, but they went the entire length. There was a landslide, so they had to make an unscheduled stop in a small town. And it's like the town opened up everything for them. And they had a big meal, and they brought in dancers and made the most of it. It would look pretty cool. And then they did have a scheduled stop, I think in Budapest, to tour something. And they had to not do that because of the landslide. And then later on in the trip, I think they had 2 days without air conditioning. The air conditioning went out. So after their trip was over, which none of that seemed to faze them. They loved it. After that trip was over, they got a message from the company that their entire trip had been reimbursed. They got their money back, $45,000 back. So they went the entire Orient Express for free. Man. But I can understand why they would offer that refund with a landslide, tour, missed a tour, and then 2 days without air conditioning. I guess I can see why, but pretty neat. I did enjoy that. I enjoyed learning about the Orient Express. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Now, let me show you my makeup for the Orient Express. First, let me just show you the palette. I used my Nomad Orient Express. You know, that's the whole reason I chose the Orient Express. And I have it on again today. I have these colors on. I like this palette. It is an older palette. The quality of the shadows are not up to the par that they are now, but they're not bad. It's not bad at all. But I can tell a little bit of a difference between what they make now and then this is a bit of an older palette. I'm not sure how old. It's not bad though. It's not a bad palette. So there we go. We're done with that. Let me pull out the other things and I'll tell you what is staying and what I'm going to switch out. So staying this time around is going to be my eyebrow pencil. We won't talk about that again. My this is my contour stick from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've got my glasses today. I can read the color. Fawn. Yeah, I think I knew that. Fawn. And I have this from Colored Rain Skin Stick. Multi-use foundation stick. Does it have a color? 200W. That's staying in. I'm going to keep in my Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. My color is probably a number 2R. Okay. And I don't know why I forget this. My paint pot, my MAC paint pot. I have a new one. It's in Bear Study. There we go. Now, these other things I think are going to switch out. First, I did it. I used it up. It's empty. There's not another spot. You can't take this apart, so it's as empty as it's going to be. I'm going to throw it into my empties. You'll see it down the road when I have enough empties to show you. I don't have enough empties for a monthly empties anymore, especially since I don't have candles. I'm making my own candles. I'm test burning my own candles, so I don't really have anything to show you candle-wise. My loose face powder, I've been using this Ciate Extraordinary powder, translucent. I'm going to switch it out this time. I'm going to get something new. The highlighter I've used was Ofra Blissful. There we go. I used that. For my blush, I used Butter London. This is a palette called Simply Sweet. And there's the shades. I am wearing that one today. I have this Cover FX glitter drops. I mix this with my foundation. I can see a bit of a shimmer, but it's not crazy. I actually like it. But I have others, so I think I'm gonna spread the love around and get new with that. Now my lipsticks, the one I'm wearing today is 2. I'm wearing this YSL lipstick, this fuchsia color that I don't know if I can read. I don't think I was able to read the bottom of this. Even with these glasses, I cannot read. I don't know. It is so tiny. So even with the glasses, I can't read that. But it's a fuchsia color. Mixed with it, I have Charlotte Tilbury JK Magic. This is a great lipstick to mix your colors. So I have that one on. I also used Supermodel by Charlotte Tilbury, which is a pretty shade. And I used, I think this is Pillow Talk. Yep, just regular Pillow Talk. There we go. So we're going to switch that out. Also, if you remember, I pulled my perfume. I used my Chanel No. 5. And then I used for my body spray and my bath gel, I went in with Fairy Tale. You can see this was brand new when I started using it. So there we go. And the notes on this, in case you're interested, is pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. I like that. So now I'm going to pull new palettes. We're going to pick a new place to go and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I hope I got everything framed right because I've been up and running around and picking stuff. Okay, you saw what I was holding over. So those I've already gone ahead and put in my basket. First thing, foundation. I used up that CoverGirl foundation. So I went through my foundations. I have this e.l.f. Camo CC cream that I need to use up. There's a little bit left in here. I'm hoping I can use this up by the next box. It is a little light for me. This is in Fair. It's a lot light for me. I'm going to mix it with my Urban Decay Face Bond, and my color is light, medium, cool. Right now it might be just a tad dark for me. I have not been out in the sun. In fact, truth be told, with my knee like it is, I haven't left the house. Well, no, I went out for a ride the other day. So I've been out in a week. I haven't gone out a lot. I do have to take Nathan to work in the next couple of days, so I will be going out to do that because my knee is well enough for me to do that now. But yeah, for a while there, I haven't been out. So I'm going to mix these two together and use this up, hopefully. So that's going in my basket. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever loose powder. It's the Twist and Light, and it's in the color light, but let me show you. See, it's got all the different shades and you twist it and mix it, and that's what we're going to do. I got that one. Now I'm calling it for my bronzer. I have this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic, and it's in Intense. And for me, Intense is more like a bronzer shade. So I'm going to use that. And then for blush, I chose two. I have my MAC, you know, I have glasses. Let me put these on. Fairly Precious. It's the Extra Dimension Blush. So the color is Fairly Precious. There we go. And the other one I have is an Hourglass. It's a Vivid Flush in Ambient. I don't know if this was the Chinese New Year color I got. I don't know. But there we go. It might have been. I got a single for Chinese New Year one year. I'm not sure if that's it or not. For highlighter, I chose another Ofra X's and Glow. And I chose it because it's like they mix several different kinds. So I can kind of play around and get different looks out of that. I chose another Glow lotion. This one I bought recently. It's the it's from ColourPop, but it's their body line. Well, it says ColourPop Soul in Golden. So I'm going to use that. And then I want to play with my new lipsticks. So I already showed you those. So I'm going to put all 4 of those in. Before I get to the palettes, I forgot to show in my last basket the lotion I had, which was a body cream, was in Golden Eclipse, which the notes are glowing berries, shimmering blossoms, and warm sun-warmed woods. And it was brand new, and I have used the heck out of it. But we're going to retire that. This time, I have chosen for my lotion Lemon Pomegranate Cream, which is new to me. I'm excited about this. Lemon cream, red pomegranates, iced raspberries, white woods, and peony petals. And then for my shower gel and body spray, Vacation Bob. Now I've used this before. It's been used some. So we're going to use it again. This time the notes are whipped pistachio, sun-drenched jasmine, and praline amber. I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for Bum Bum Cream. Let's see if it's a dupe for Bum Bum Cream. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. So we're going to do that. What have I chosen for my destination staycation? Well, I've chosen Tuscany. I already had this chosen. I already had some idea of some things I wanted. This is the other palette my friend Jackie sent me, and I haven't touched it yet. I've been waiting. So we're going to go to Tuscany. But while we're in Tuscany, we're going to play also with my new Pacific Northwest palette, because there's no way I'm not going to play with this palette. Those colors you can wear those in Tuscany. But yeah, I'm going off of this palette. And maybe later down the road, we'll do Pacific Northwest. And maybe one day I can go to the Pacific Northwest. My niece lives in Spokane, Washington, so I'd like to be well enough. I get my leg well enough. I'd like to go visit. So anyway, there we go. That is this coming week. Well, I'm not going to say week. It's until you see me again, because it may be a week, it may be 2 weeks, just whenever. This is what I'm going to be using, and I have enough eyeshadows that I won't get bored. I got a little bored with using just the Orient Express. So yeah, we're going to do 2 this time. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would really love it if you would subscribe. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Thanks for spending some time with me, and I'll see y'all next time.